Hello, my name is Dallas, and today I'm back with more Shantae Risky Revolution to hopefully finish up the first playthrough here, and ideally get as close to 100% as I can. So when we last left off, we've rescued the final Relic Hunter, and we kind of just need to turn that in and then go for collectibles. Okay, so before we continue with the story for that, I do want to go back to the earlier areas to get as many squids as we can, because we should have access to all of them now. And then once we have all the squids, then we'll finish up Chapter 3, and then I assume go into the finale. I have one of the game things, but I don't know which wolf wants it. It seems like I should be able to turn that in, but I'm not able to. go look for the squids that I missed. And also, I guess, grab some free money. Okay, there's one. Let's go monkey so we can get a look in the walls. There's Wayne. I forgot if there was 2 squids that I'm missing here. So let me just try to get a few more gems. Because I only have like 1 spell left to buy. Like, I'm hoping that there was only 1 squid, because I'm not seeing anything else. Never mind, there it is. The only thing that I didn't turn in is the game for the wolf, because he's not taking it for some reason. And we'll head to the next area. So it seems like my internet randomly disconnected, which is not ideal. Hopefully it comes back. I've been having a little bit of stability issues the past, like, 2 days. There's a squid back there. I need a door to get back there. There's one. So there should be, I think it was 4 more. think it's gonna be easiest to just stick as Harpy and fly around to try to find caves or anything. And then when I get an enemy who's kind of hard to take down. It looks like nothing there. There's a squid down there, but how do I reach? So let's grab these. We can just fly over. We'll check the cave that's over here. I think I need like 300 gems and then I get the final spell. And another health buff. I guess I missed that really early. Because I could have definitely reached that one. No secret rooms that I can see, so we go. I'm pretty sure I cleared out that cave because that's one of the ability ones. Anything in the water? Monkey was probably fine there. I see like what looks like a cave or something down there. Doesn't seem like there's a way to reach, at least from here. This looks familiar, but I don't remember if I got everything here. Apparently not. Found another one of the game tapes. And another squid I missed. I'm pretty much at the point where it's just I need to find any caves that I missed, and they probably have the squids. Grab that. Made it all the way back around to the dungeon. Let's see if there's anything else over here. Taking more damage than I probably should. This I definitely didn't see before. There's something up there. Looks like I can't use that to break those, and I probably can't reach you with the elephant. I think we have to use the bombs. Also, maybe I did already do this room because I think there was a squid there before. I already cleared out this one. Other than this side. If there's a... oops. If there's another water entrance on the other side, then I need to go for that. It might not hurt to actually do that. I've not actually been keeping track of how many squids I found. This feels like the one I already saw. I feel like I'm missing one squid and then I'm done here. Go check out that cave. See that? the one I was just at that gave me more health. Another cave up there. Seems like I already got whatever was there. Just make sure that there's nothing else in here just to be safe, but I'm pretty sure there's not. Well, I'll throw in a quick save. I should probably just check back at the flight spot to see if there is a squid left. Okay, there's one. That might be the last one I missed. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and leave and assume it is. And then we'll check at the flight path to see if it is. There's 300 gems, so I might be able to buy the last spell. I think it was 300 at least. Do that. So back we go. The only thing I might have missed is whatever that sign was that was on the other side of the wall. Okay, there is still a squid here somewhere, so I'm going to guess it's related to that underwater section. So it should be somewhere east of this, if it lines up. Assuming that it didn't, like, reset the world state of this area. And I have to hit the switch or something. Could be something else I missed in that one crypt area. But I want to check if there's anything underwater first. That feels like it would be the easier answer of the two. Didn't see anything there. That seems to always go to the same spot. Unless there's a water section in the back half that I can reach. I feel like out of the areas left, this is probably the more complicated one to find what I missed. Just because of how generally early it was. At the very least, it doesn't seem like I have any that are just kind of open world squids hanging around, other than the one that I ran into earlier. There's nothing up there. Guess we'll look through more of this area. Because if I missed one, there is a chance that there's probably another. The wrong one. There might have been something there hidden before, but there's not now. This was where I found the squid just previously. Just make sure there's nothing else here. Seems like we're good there. I don't feel like I went through the underwater path. Looks like I might have, because that's definitely a spot where a squid used to be. Nothing around here. I think this is just before the boss room. Nothing here, so this is cleared. I feel like it has to be in a cave, and I would lean towards whatever the other half of the underwater section is with a sign. But I don't know how to get there. Not a whole lot of optional underwater paths that like have open bottom. Unless it's just a regular cave that connects to it. Or is there just a path in here that I didn't see? So definitely not there. This was where a squid was before, and there's nothing else there. Can't think if there's any way for me to get down there. The whole thing seems to be leaking, which seems to imply everything here is at least underwater or low enough that there's water. question is, where is the other entrance if it's not here? I think that's probably where the final squid is. Like there's this big like section here. Can I drop down? Guessing no. There's gems there, but I don't know if that's supposed to be a hint. I'm pretty sure it isn't this cave unless there's a path I can leave from. That's just a blank wall. Nothing there. Wrong form. Nothing in the wall there. I'm kind of curious if there is any, like, collectible guides for this already. There doesn't seem to be enough caves, even hypothetically find the one that I'm missing. This was where I saw a squid earlier. Is there anything else here? No, it just seems it was for the squid. There's not a lot of areas that are just give me access to water anyway. This area is one, but I don't see anything. This seems like a very large water area. I think the worst case would be it has something to do with the shifting mechanics, because I don't remember if there's anything that significantly changes. Other than, like, the dungeon closes off. I mean, I guess I could check the dungeon to see if there's a squid I missed. If I missed one in the or in the crypt, then there is definitely a chance I missed one in the big dungeon somewhere. Like maybe up there is one, but I also don't remember if I have a way to break that. Probably this. And we found it. I'm guessing I needed a spell to get that one, but I didn't have any because I was saving up for the big jar of money. So that means we're done with this area. At least as far as I know. If there's another secret, then it's probably related to that underwater section with the sign that I don't know how to get to. We leave. And I should probably just go back to town to buy the spell and also heal up. We need to go back to Mining Town because I think I got the thing for the wolf now. And I think internet disconnected briefly again. Good, because I need to be right back for a second anyway. Okay, back. And we got even more health. Which looks like gave me a full refill, so we can just go to the next area. So I am still missing one of the game cartridges, which I'm assuming there's like a cave in probably the second area that has it. Or like the second big area, because based on the amount that I've gotten so far, I think I got one in like the third big area, one in the first area, so that just leaves the second. I have no idea what these are for. That's the second one of those. These turn into enemies, apparently. This one I had to stomp near a vase. Or stomp near a painting. Because there was a sign that said not to, so I just gotta probably do that. There's a squid. We already got what was up here, but I figured I'd double check because I didn't see whatever those eggs are. to make sure I don't already have the wolf's item. Okay, so I don't have theirs yet. It's probably in the area that I still need to go back to. Which I think is like the one of the few areas left in general. Because the other two are major towns which I have to do story stuff anyway. This one is probably related to that one block that I didn't break at the far end of the map. Unless that just lets me loop back around. The question is, if that just loops back around, what did I miss? Giving me a lot of magic for some reason. My best guess is it's probably another cave. Because I'm still missing the tape. Or whatever the video game thing is. Well, there's the squid, but I'm still missing the tape. Yeah, this is where I got the talisman before. So I think if I had the crab talisman when I came here before, I would have been able to break those blocks to get the thing I missed. Or get the last squid. But I needed the crab talisman for the dungeon, so I would have... I think I needed to come back into this cave after I got it, but I did this cave first. It's very likely that there's a cave that I just didn't go through. Well, this is a cave I didn't go through, but it's not for the reason that I thought. Looks like I might have gone partway through and assumed I needed something else other than monkey for that one. Cave back there that I can reach from here. Well, I found the one water cave. Ah, so I think this is... Is this actually a dead end? I can do this. Fortunately, that means I did just leave the area I was at. Well, I guess I found the way into the cave from the other side. That means that now I'm back here. So I didn't need to fast travel back here in order to get the crab talisman. I would have had to just go through that cave if I found it. But we still need to figure out where that one collectible I'm missing is. And then it's just the collectibles in the main towns, and then I'm done. There's still probably a cave somewhere that I haven't seen yet. Because I'm still missing whatever the game says. Unless it is in, like, the crypt and I just didn't go down an optional path again. Pretty sure it's not in there. Not seeing any other cave entrances. Another brief disconnect. It looks like it's back. I feel like if I were to make a guess, the collectible I'm missing is more likely to be in the crypt than it is to be in the dungeon. I need to figure out how to get back to the crypt. Not sure why I can fly through this. Let's hope it's somewhere in here. I found the way out, but that's not exactly what I was looking for. Pretty sure I checked this one last time. Sure. Yeah, that's just a pit. Squid over there previously. This looks like something I might have missed. Never mind, we did get whatever that was. Nothing connected to the boss area. Glance, nothing up there. And this just takes me back to the beginning, so I didn't see anything there. So at least the game disc that I'm looking for doesn't seem to be here. Might take a peek just because it's one of the last collectibles to see if anybody's posted anything. apparently there's a hidden door that I missed. I knew it was in this area, but I just did not know where. I still don't really know where, I just have to assume it's somewhere in this area. And it said it was in the background. Which does actually narrow it down quite a bit. A little bit too much damage and don't want to lose randomly here. I don't think I've grabbed anything major since my last save, but I'd also rather not risk it. So I have plenty of gems, so we should be pretty much set. This seems like one I might have missed. Yeah, we got it. I have no idea what the intended route to get here was, because it seems like this should have been something like the setup there seems to imply that there should have been a way for me to do that. Because like this is the way back across. I have no idea how I would have gotten over there regularly. But either way, we're done with this area. Which means, generally speaking, we're pretty much done with all of the side areas. Just to make sure, I'm going to go to the shop first to try to buy any magic. Then we'll go clear out the 2 other towns to get the story moving forward. Then we'll just beat the game. The worst thing that can happen is I need to go get more gems. Not there. That was like all magic maxed. That should be plenty of vials. But I'll save a little bit just in case there is something I missed somehow. Need to go back to Museum Town to turn in that cartridge. Then we just clear out the other 2 towns. And then that should let us move forward with story. And we'll have all the squids. I say my guess was like an hour and a half to get through everything, or 2 hours, and it feels like that's probably gonna be about right. Unless like the last like chapter is just a huge side area. Seems like that'll probably get me max health. I don't know what max health actually is, but it should get me like within 1 or 2 containers, assuming depending on whether I missed any in the last area. But so far I missed at least 2 of the caves that had containers, and I wouldn't be surprised if I missed 1 more. Over to Bog Town. I don't know if I have to get the towns moved over before I can get the squids. And even more health. Already saw that. Figure out where the cog is, so probably in the other town first. There's no sign of the squid, which is why I came here first. That might be one where I need to get it restored before I can get those. So, other town first. Imagine had I found a bunch of those hard things earlier, I would have probably had an easier time with that one mini-boss I was struggling on. But here I know there was some underwater sections. Didn't expect to see a cave in a town. There's the cog, so we can get everything fixed. I guess I'll just head over and that. And internet's dead again. That's all the towns restored. Guys, see the squid there. Question is, how do I get down there? Like it's a thing I can break down to reach. Okay, we got the story item. Question now is, how do I get that squid? I'm a little bit stumped for that. Unfortunately, because this is an overworld, I can't like get a look through the walls. There's the way in. Okay, so there was just like a bunch of blocks I'd break. And we got it. So I think last visit, and then we go back to the original town to turn in that stone, and then go to chapter 4. So if I check my key items, it did say that there's 50 squids, so we should have only 2 left after this. Or like, these should be the last 2, unless the final area has them. I'm guessing the squid can't be down there because it seems like it's sealed off. They probably have to be in the palace itself. I do probably want to take a quick fly around before we go. Oh, there's one. Figured there had to be at least one just kind of up in the air somewhere. If there's another orb, I think it would probably be here, but I also don't know what they're for. I never did figure out what this bomb is for. There's another shock egg. We have 3 of those. I don't know what they do yet. Now we need to find the final squid. I'm pretty sure it's the final squid. $49 of 50, so there's one here somewhere. And the best I've got is that maybe that bomb is a hint. I think my only possible guess is that that gem is supposed to be my hint. I guess the elephant stomping there worked. That's all the squids. I feel like I definitely missed a heart container because 7 is a weird amount to leave off on, but that does bring me to an even 10. I think with that, that's all the collectibles, at least that I know of. Now we just go finish the story. Let me just make one quick adjustment, because I think I forgot to do a thing. Never mind. We'll just go beat the game. I think I forgot to check the settings on the capture card because it seems a little bit more dim than before, but it's fine. Oops. Didn't realize that was just gonna fall there. Definitely taking more damage than I probably should, but we have so many health packs it kinda doesn't matter. I even have enough money to like buy more if I need it. There's a full heal. Sure. was a lot of damage real quick. So I can jump through those. I was trying before, but I wasn't sure if it was letting me. And 2. Say the position where I can go through the doors a little bit. A little bit late on the jump. Okay, so she throws that on the other side no matter what. just quickly refill my health. Like how it's using a little bit of mechanics from everybody. Generally speaking, that seems like it's gonna be its magic. Couldn't transform quick enough. Finally coming in for an attack, but not respond quick enough. I don't think I'm not entirely sure what does like more damage overall. In terms of like magical items, whether it's like the pike or... So that does hurt. It hits me. Accidentally quick slotted RP form, which is not what I wanted. Cloud just seems generally too good. Here we go. Go ahead and just throw that up, get the screen cleared. A little too early. I think I need to wait till like she actually like sends them out. And we finished it up. I had an alright time with this. It is very much adjacent to the other Game Boy Advance game, Risky's Revenge. Like, I think most of the forms were also the same. I can't remember if they were all exactly the same or if they added a couple more for this one. I will say the shifting, like, areas with the background and foreground were a bit iffy to navigate at times, but wasn't too bad. But I definitely never really had a sense if I was getting all the caves or everything. Granted, especially given that I found like 2 or 3 heart containers and collectibles that I just outright missed going through the first time. But it is really nice that they track things like the secret squids, but I kind of wish they would have tracked all the major collectibles. At least on that one screen that I was referencing. I will say towards the end half it did get a little bit of a difficulty spike, but kind of in the way that they just made enemies very spongy. Like, they hit very hard and they were very spongy. Like, and it kind of felt like the hair upgrade, while working really well on enemies, it kind of fell off on, like, bosses. Where magic seemed to be just consistently very strong for everything. But grabbing the free money base to start was definitely the play. So overall, I had a good time. We'll probably eventually stream the other Shantae games that I haven't played, because the only 2 I played prior were the Game Boy Color one and Risky's Revenge. So this is the 3rd one that I've beaten. And I am curious to see how the other ones kind of evolve from here, because this seems like a very solid foundation from like a Game Boy Advance era. So I'm kind of curious how like modern quality of life, or like slightly more modern, through like the DS and Switch improves it. And also it's just kind of a fun aesthetic and characters. I did hear that there might be an unlockable thing, but I don't know if it was a time requirement or if it was a collectible requirement. I kind of want to see if I unlock anything for getting all like 50 squids. Got the 100 out of 100 completion. I only really looked up one thing, and it, like, was just to see if anybody had found the one collectible that I missed. In a little over 8 hours, I was kind of intentionally taking time going through the text boxes. Like, I think if I was, like, going through at my normal reading speed, I would probably shave off, like, that 8 minutes. 100% any speed. So we got a costume. So there is, based on that bottom right, there's probably 100% like speed run time, which I think is neat, but I also don't really want to do, even if it's just going to be a few hours. Because I have no idea what the battle mode is. I'm just gonna dip into this, just to see what it is, and then we'll probably call it a day. Curious how I activate the costume. I don't see any costume prompts here. Do I just take a dive so that I can get back to the title screen? Doesn't seem like there's a way to quick reset there. We'll just take a dive. So I assume if I select not to continue, it kicks me out to the title screen. There we go. Unless the costume is for the battle mode. Never mind, there it is. So you can do a new game where you get double magic damage but half defense. It also does change the in-game sprite for everything. So we saw the completion reward for that. There is probably a third one for beating the game within a certain time frame and also probably 100%ing it, but I couldn't say for certain. It's either time-based, 100% based, or both. But that's gonna be where I call it for day and probably call it for Risky Revolution. Because I don't know if I would want to 100% the game in a speed run where I don't know the requirements to unlock a costume for another playthrough. And I'd kind of guess it's probably the opposite, where it like doubles defense but halves magic or something like that. But we at least saw one of the completion rewards for getting the all items. But with that, let's see who's on to raid. Let's go say hi to Greg, who looks like he's doing some peek. Yeah, overall had a decent time with this. I only really struggled majorly with one mini-boss, and if I had started buying health items by that point, it would have probably been much easier, or if I hadn't missed like 5 health containers. But overall had a good time. Probably this weekend I'll be back with more Wu Chang to finish up at least maybe the first couple endings for that. And also starting the Ghost of Tsushima DLC so that I can start getting ready for Yotei. And then probably the week after that, I'll be starting the Kirby Forgotten Lands DLC for the Switch 2 and Lost Soul Aside. With that being said, that's it for me today. Thanks for hanging out. Go say hi to Greg, and bye-bye.